Hello. I had a couple things come up, so they're kind of last minute. I'm running a little behind, but made it in one piece. So welcome to everybody. Just going to give a couple more minutes for everybody else. Should just be a couple minutes here. All right. Just going to make sure this will show me all the chats. Hey, 007, welcome. Today I am making a soap that Shauna requested. And Shauna has a channel as well. Hers is Nazumi Soaps, and she is on YouTube and also on Instagram. You guys can check out her stuff. She makes some really awesome things that I can only hope to aspire to. And but yeah, she wanted a blue soap that used 3 different blue colors. So I'll explain what's going on here with this in a minute, while I remember frantically to write down something that I don't want to forget about. Okay. Right. Crisis averted. I'm going to get a little pipette for part of this process. So let me grab that. Hopefully I can do this without knocking over my lights. We'll see. Hello, Ian. Welcome. You say again like it's a bad thing. Reverse Advent calendar. Yes, 365 day Advent calendar. I don't know. I don't know if I'm as good as chocolate, so that might backfire. Now, of course, probably none of this is going to show up properly on camera, but this is a silvery blue. It's called Celestial Silver. And I have it mixed with a little bit of oil. 007. Is 00 Sir watching today? I will say hi to him. 007, I like doing the lives. In some ways, it gives me a little bit more freedom because we can just make whatever. I don't have to come up with like a set schedule of all the things I'm going to make and there's a lot less editing. But that means that I feel like, people will then have to watch at a certain time or watch the replays. So as long as everybody's okay with that, then I'm okay with doing the lives. Although it's a lot harder to edit out the malfunctions like that one I just had just now. It's a very common error. It's called user error. Oh no. Big screen TV. I don't need to be any bigger. What I need to do is get a really nice setup so that when you watch it on TV, at least it looks fancy. Oh, okay. Smoking, huh? I used to have a tobacco fragrance that smelled really good. Actually, I might still, well, before I say that I think I still have some left, I better check. But yeah, once I use up my other fragrances, I should get another tobacco because that was a really popular one. But Ian, I'm not doing one every day. I'm doing them. Well, so far it's been every Saturday is what my plan to do is every Saturday. And then depending on how things go during the week, I will either do them on Monday and Thursday as well, or I will have a scheduled, like a pre-recorded scheduled video on Monday and Thursday, like I've been doing. Okay, so what we're doing is one of the soap requests was to make a soap with 3 different blues. And that request was from Shauna of Nizumi Soaps. So I'm going to go ahead and make her soap today. I've got, let me just show you the colors I got for her. So this is going to be, let me pull up the packages so you can see them. So this dark one is called Dark Navy Blue by Nurture Soap. The camera, there we go. And then, let's see. Oh, this one is Blue Neon by Nurture Soap. The camera does not pick up these colors correctly at all. So, yeah, we'll have to see it when it's in the soap. It'll look probably a lot more correct. And then this one is a mix. I wanted a light blue. So it's Making Waves from Nurture Soap and also Titanium Dioxide by Nurture Soap mixed together. And then in this little container here, I have a little bit of this Celestial Silver. It looks kind of blue. It's like a silvery blue. And I mixed it with a little bit of almond oil. And we're going to use that later on the top. And then to continue on with this blue theme, I'm just going to move all this out of the way. I had a little side table in here where I would set things out of the way, and I folded it up and I need to get it down. Okay, so to continue on with that, I've got some little blue hearts made out of soap clay for decoration for the top. And then I also have this fragrance. I wanted a fragrance that had blue in the name. So I have this. It's Volcano Capri Blue. So we're going to give that a shot. It has a very exploding like fruit and sweet fragrance. It's very, very good smelling. Hi, Tanya. Welcome. We're making Shauna's soap today. She wanted 3 blues. I don't know where you came in. So those are the colors. And what I want to do is make the main part of the soap this light blue color. And then I'm going to do 2 other pots with these other colors. And we'll pour in like most of the light blue. And then we'll layer in the other blues. And then swirl it. And then we'll put this other stuff on the top. So I'm going to move this out of the way over here. And these can go, as usual, over here. Okay. Blue's your favorite color, huh, Ian? Well, in that case, just kidding. All right, I'm going to get 2 more of these little containers to mix the other colors in. Okay. So those are going to be for the 2 additional blue colors. We'll see how this turns out. I'm hoping the colors will be distinct enough for us to, tell them apart. The neon blue might bleed a little bit. It has a dye, so sometimes the ones with dyes will bleed a little. But that's okay because the colors around it are going to be blue, so it should be all right. Your super secret security question, huh? For your password, but isn't your password just 1234? Not so loud. Listen. You're safe here. I don't think any of these Russian bots will steal your password. You'll be fine. Okay, so I'm gonna go put my head in a tunnel so that I don't get lye on my face. Okay, there we go. I'll go ahead and we'll mix in the lye water, and hopefully this will stay fluid. I haven't done a whole lot of work with this fragrance, but I do remember that last time I used it, I was able to get a nice pattern, so it should be okay. Just feeling, the oil's not too hot, so that's good. All right, so this is the lye water, and in here I put in some sugar and some sea salt. Okay. And these are cool because they have like lids, so marginal amount of safety precautions. OSHA approved, probably not. Okay. And then since I'm going to be doing a lot of mixing with these colors, I'm going to go ahead and just get this barely mixed and then pour it off because I'm going to be doing a lot more mixing. This is probably a very, very false trace here. I fully expect that to separate. Okay. Okay, that looks good enough. Yep. Yeah. I want there to be a lot more of the light blue, but not by that much. Okay, that should be sufficient. I set those off to the side. Okay, we're going to start with the light blue. And actually, yeah, I'm gonna put some of this fragrance in a little bit at a time, so that way these 2 don't have the fragrance in them before I'm ready. And I'm just gonna set this down on the towel so it doesn't destroy the table. Okay. So there's the light blue, or it will be light blue, I hope. Some of these fragrances also discolor. I don't know if this one does or not. I think the last soap I made with this fragrance was like an orange color. Okay, that's a really nice, well, I don't know how it looks on screen, but for me, that's a really nice, like pale, almost like a baby blue, which is exactly what I wanted. So perfect. And then let's do the neon blue next. The blue in there. Yeah, here's my fragrance. A little bit of the fragrance. And we will switch. That is a very, very Very bold blue. I could have gone with a lot less color, I think. Okay, now the navy blue. Those neons don't work quite the same as regular micas, so sometimes I use way too much of them. I don't use them all the time. I used to make like a neon rainbow soap out of them. That was fun. All right, let's put the fragrance in here too. Okay. All right, so we got some of the fragrance and everything. This blue is really, really nice. It's a very, very dark navy blue. All right, so I'm going to scrape this off. After I forget to detach it. I'm just going to scrape all this off. And then we will do the pour. I'm just setting this in my bucket since it's empty now. There we go. Okay. Hopefully this will help get out some of the air bubbles preemptively. Yep. I can see them coming up to the surface. Okay. And this one is very bubbly. I don't know if that's showing up on camera, but when I tap it, makes little bubbles. In fact, that's really loud. Give me just a second here. Here we go. Okay. Good enough. All right, so I want this to be mostly fluid when we do this, so let's see. Let's do it this way. I'll go ahead and roll this up and prop up one side. Just going to check and see if you guys... Oh, there's some questions here. Okay. You like neons? The neons look cool because they fluoresce a little bit under the black light. They actually look really neat in person. Kind of doubting myself a little bit. I don't know if I want to do the lean method. I think I'll do the other way I was planning on doing it. So let's pour this in before it gets too thick. Then I'll be stuck. Yeah, I like the mixing part too. I like it when all the colors start to blend and you start to see it come together. It always looks really cool. Okay, so I'm going to get this. Okay, I'm going to do a little bit of the start color. And hopefully with these longer spouts, you can kind of see a little bit better what's going on. All right, a little bit of this lighter color, this neon. The neon looks pretty in real life too. It's not quite as neon as, you know, it could be if it was a little bit lighter, but it's a very, very, very bold color in person. Okay. I'll go back and forth here. And then the dark color. And the lighter color. And the darker color. I'm going to go back and forth like this, and then I'm going to put that the rest of that light blue on top. Then I guess, one last row of the dark. Okay. So we have all three blues in. Anything? Okay. Making sure I wasn't tapping this down into some loose batter. Hopefully that'll get out the air bubbles. All right. Then we're just going to cover the rest of this with the lighter color. And I'll break the fall with the spatula, so hopefully that will prevent this from just, going straight down into the rest of the soap. Okay. Oops. I made a mess as per usual. Okay. All right, and I'm going to get this mixing tool here. A handy dandy mixer. Just double checking if you had any other comments here. Yeah, it does almost look the same as the rags. The drags are a deeper, like a more muted blue. That neon is definitely very bright. Okay. Okay. I'll take this. And what I'm going to do is, before I do the next part, just because I don't want this to set up too much on me, let's go ahead and pour this into one of the cavities here. The only time in life when a cavity is a good idea. Put the dark one in. And then we'll put the neon blue in here. This smells so good. It's very fruity and light. It has a very happy fragrance, despite this being, a blue soap. Okay. We'll leave this the way it is without swirling it. But I'm going to set it to the side because if I have enough of this oil left over, I'll go ahead and put some on top. So this oil, it's just almond oil. It has that celestial silver. And that celestial silver is a very blue toned silver. So it's very shiny. When you mix it into soap, it has like a gray blue shade. But when you use it on top like this, it looks very, I don't know, it retains that blue shimmery quality. So I thought this would be kind of pretty. Add like a little bit different dimension. Okay. Looks like we'll have plenty of this. And this is just almond oil. And you can use, if you're making this yourself, you can use any kind of oil that's liquid. I just had almond oil handy, so I used that. I'm going to go ahead and I wasn't going to swirl it, but I think I will. Anyway. Move this out of the way. All right, +1 chopstick of swirling. Let's see. Let's do it this way. This part always makes me nervous because I think, okay, that looks fine. But I know it's one of those trust the process moments. If I go this way, I'll end up with a really pretty pattern. But I always think, oh, it's going to turn into like this really yucky, muddy color. It never does. So keep that in mind if you ever try one of those swirls. Okay, so we've got this going. Now we just need to put the hearts on. And what that oil will do, it'll leave the pretty shimmery mica on top, but the soap will absorb that oil and turn it into soap. So you'll just be left with a really pretty shimmery top. So my original plan here was to do like 3 hearts going down. Let's see here. Foreclosures and audits. No, we don't want to hear about those. All right. I was going to have 3 hearts going down. I just made extra just in case, something happened to one of them. So I'll go with that and we'll see how it looks. And this blue is a totally different blue from the others that I used in here. I believe the blue I used for this was Brilliant Blue. Also from Nurture Soap. So you can get the soap or the color there. Whoops, I put that way off center, didn't I? There we go. That's better. Okay, so the next row. Do the next row. And then once I have them all in there, I can go in and straighten them out with the toothpick or the chopstick. Okay, let's see. Okay, there. I'm just going to push these all down a little bit, make sure they're in the soap enough to where they won't just pop out. They shouldn't, but maybe not. I was thinking of cleaning up the edges, but it looks like they're not. They're just those first 2 were not. Maybe it's my angle, my imagination. Okay. So let me get some rubbing alcohol. What I do sometimes is spray the tops of these. And so here is the soap up close, if it'll focus. It looks like it's trying to focus, but well, I think this camera is just not meant to do close-ups. But anyways, you get the idea. The blue soap with blue fragrance and a shimmery blue top with blue hearts. 007, I did not put the lotion bars in the shop yet because I need to make their labels first. So I will probably be doing that tonight. So hopefully tomorrow they will be in the shop. And also, I don't think I put the rose bath salts in there, so I'll probably do that tonight also. I have to take a couple more photos too because Etsy likes when you take a bunch of extra photos. Hi, Felicia. How you doing? We are making a blue soap today. Hey, Felicia, you should put a heart in the chat so that people can find your channel. I'm doing great. And also, anybody else who has a channel should put a heart in the comments or even a link to your channel so people can find you. That's something that Felicia does on the Crafting Nook, and she said I could use her idea. I thought it'd be fun to continue with the, you know, promoting each other and all that. We're just about finished here. On Saturday, we made some solid lotion bars, and I was just answering some questions about that. Have you been doing any lives, Felicia? I didn't see any when I checked your channel the other day. It showed me a sewing video, though. I have to go back and watch that. Wednesday, hopefully? Awesome. Seems like a lot of people are taking a break for the holidays. Hey, Double Sir. Hopefully you enjoy watching me do this, I don't know what you would call this. Making soap, yeah. Thought I had a more clever response, but I guess not. Alright, that's about as clean as I can get, but that will have to sit until tomorrow. Maybe what we can do is cut it on Wednesday, or not Wednesday, on Thursday during the live, if I do a live on Thursday. Otherwise, if I post a video, then it'll be in the video. He laughs at my jokes. That's awesome. I didn't know I was actually funny. I think things are funny in my head and I say them and then I'm like, I'm probably the only one that thinks that's funny. Oh, I can take off the stupid... There we go. Now I'm not in a tunnel anymore. That's a lot better. Now I can breathe. Now that's funny. Just kidding. Well, thank you. I appreciate the compliment. I don't usually know what to do with compliments, but you guys should do a YouTube channel also. If you guys have any like crafts or anything you do, it'd be fun to watch you guys make stuff. Take them gracefully. See, Felicia's got it all figured out. I feel like I could learn a lot from you, Felicia, about anything social. Yeah, that's pretty much it for today. I'm gonna come back to cut this either on Thursday during a live stream, or if I do a pre-recorded video, I'll cut it and then that will be on, as part of the video for Thursday. I haven't decided which I'm going to do. Do you guys have any questions about the process so far or anything? Have a good night, 007. Have a good night, Ian. Thanks for hanging out. All right, well, we're all set. So on Thursday, like I said, I'll either post the video or I will do another live stream. If you guys have any suggestions of anything you want to see me make, leave comments, because I try to make your guys' suggestions first whenever possible. I am waiting on a few ingredients, so hopefully in the next couple of days the rest of the oils that I ordered will arrive and I can make the other request soaps. But I'll keep making them as long as I have the oils, but I'm running really low on a couple of them. So, hey, don't worry, Felicia. You showed up. That's all that matters. It was great to see you. Have a great night, everyone. I will see you soon. Thank you. All the thumbs. Thank you, Felicia.